and his brother Lee. And this was made at the old sheriff place in 1931. 1931. Mm-hmm. Oh, this picture is our mother, and this was made in 28 or 29 and close to Mount Olive, Kentucky. I don't know what the name of the place was.
Bob Stone owned it.
And Bob Stone owned this old farm. And that's got a line. I don't even know. This is Ursa Jones sitting on a car of Robert Lee Johnson at Bear Track, Kentucky, in Lee County. 1930 or 31. I'm not really sure which one. This is Sarah and Bruce Miller, and where they lived on the head of Cape's Fork Creek in Lee County, in the old Sim Spencer's house, an old log house. And the little boy on the left with his dog was killed in World War II. His name was Walter. That's right. This is Ursa, and I'm dressed in my brother-in-law's overalls and cap, and the little girl is my niece Ruby in her little overalls. It was made in 1927 in Franklin, Ohio, close to a place they call the Old Hotel. Walter and Maggie and Lou and Price in front of Walter's house in Middletown, Ohio, with Eva and Betty. It's a house that Walter built in that would have been made about 1925. But they went to Franklin before we did. 25 ounce. This is Stella. This was made in Spring Hollow in Lee County, Kentucky, when she was staying with her brother Leslie and Josie when they had their second baby in 1922. That was really the third one, but the first one died. So this is this is our brother Jess. It was made in Dayton, Ohio, in a studio, but I have no idea what the date was. I'll be in.
That I'd ever in, I guess, and Uncle Sam Crabtree, he'd send off names, and he told the post office general, whoever it was, that he'd send in all the names that he knowed and said you could fix it, and that gave it the name of Fixer. And it's an old store, and it started out this one little room, and it built up and built up and built up during the oil boom. And now it's sitting on the other side of the road, and it's dead. There's nothing there anymore, and hardly anybody lives on the creek.
Four houses on the creek. This is Ursa, and I rubbed some poison ivy on my arm to show out. And my arm got so bad that I had to go to the doctor for him, and he said, I shouldn't have even gone to the doctor for you. You should have had better sense and rubbed that poison ivy on your arm. And this was made in Franklin, Ohio, with a boyfriend. I don't listen. All of that. This is our dad and mom with Ole, their grandson. And this was made on the Ashley lease in Lee County in 1927. That's right after we come back from Franklin. This is Sarah and Bruce with their oldest children. Eddie, Walter, and Olin. And this was made on Cape's Fork Creek at the old home place in 1920. Made in their daddy's, Oldie and Bud, made in their daddy's Model T Ford. And It's old Burgess place in Lee County. It would have been made about we left about 25 or 26. You had anything to say? Yeah. This old Linda made it at the Burgess place. Make Burgess place. Made it to Burgess place about, no, that one made it to Burgess place. That's made the old stone place down over where we live, where that other one was made. And that would have been about 27 or 28.
Yeah.
This was made probably 28 or 29. Oh, this was probably made just before we moved to Cincinnati in 41.
Yeah.
At Hopewell, where Dad and Mom lived for about 7 years.
Yeah. This picture was made in Kirks, Indiana, on top of a railroad car box. Me and my friend, his name was Spencer, while we was in the 3C camp in 1935 or 36.
Louise made this picture. It's Jess and Stella and Lou and me. It was made at the old Townsend place in Powell County. And about 19 and it's actually it was in the early 60s. That's about all I know about. So this was made at Hopewell when Mom lived with Price and Lou. And it was made in the early 60s, Willie Day place on Route 11 in Lee County.
This was made in Reading, Ohio, suburbs of Cincinnati. Norman, my son, and Janice, my daughter, and my wife. I don't know really who took the picture, where it was Nanny or Maddie. And when you folks lived out there?
Huh.
When you folks lived out there in Reading, Ohio?
Ready?
Yeah, what year about? What year?
Reading, Ohio.
What year?
Well, we moved there in 42.
In the 40s, wasn't it?
Yeah, no,
Somewhere in the 40s.
early 40s.
Yeah.
This is Les and Grace, and Les's granddaughter Altajo. It was made in Les's house in Powell County, but I have no idea what the date would have been.
This is made in, this out of Drexel, Ohio, is Claude Jones, Grady Rue, and Logan Rose, and Bill Perdue in front of my old house.
In the 40s.
In the early 40s.
That's Phoebe and Stella and Pauline, Old's wife, and Ursi, made in the 40s on Sedan Street in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Sure.
The Price of Lester. This picture was made on the end of the old Willie Day house at Hopewell, where Price and Lou lived for about 35 years, and made in the early 60s. Oh, Sam.
This picture was made at Hopewell not long after my dad died, and that's my family, all of my children, and Jess on the side there, and my mother at the old Hopewell graveyard.
Tax work was made in the graveyard, huh?
Five made somewhere around Bethel, Ohio, but I don't know the date that it was made in. That's about all I know about it.
Who was it?
Walter Maggie.
Walter and Maggie made on
It was made somewhere on 35, the last place that they ever lived. He had about 17 acres on 35, and it was told to him it was an old log house built over.
Do you know it now when you pay?
This is made in Germantown.